Hey, broadcasters, it's Dr. George Kosmides coming at you tonight from Redondo Beach. I'm great. Why can't learning and education and be fun? And that's what I try to do it. That's how I try to do it. And that's how I try to make it. You guys remind me of my old VHS tapes. Run, lift weights, and no, I'll be more specific than that. Yeah, I'm happy. I had a good session with my daughter. I go over her homework every night. And she's really doing well. Well, you're good. You're good. I'll go over these. Thanks for joining me. I want to again give props to my super fans. Fabian, you're number 1. Faye, number 2. George, Lean Body Academy member number 3, and Jacqueline and Nazit, number 5. You guys haven't moved, but I want to thank you so much. I want to thank. Well, they want to know what I'm going to say next, probably. Hey, thanks for mentioning me out, Angela. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. You guys never know what to expect. Hey, how can a doctor act like this? Shouldn't I be like balding and with a belly and all that? But that's so old school. There's a lot of great medical talent out there, and I'm just trying to be privileged to be amongst the fringe of that group. So I want to welcome you guys to my book. Ordered your book a few days ago. Followed your scopes for a long time. Awesome. Steve, it'll help you. Just follow the book. I remember getting it sent out. I seen your name across it. We sent it out the day we were trying to get orders out the same day they go in. You look 25. Oh, thanks. You may need some glasses, but I'll take it. Never refuse a compliment. That's a sign of self-loathing. Someone gives you a compliment, thank you so much. You may not believe it, but thank them anyway. Hey, Nick, there's another one of my super fans. Awesome. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm Dr. George Kosmides. I practice in Redondo Beach. I also have a Lean Body Academy that's scrolling on top of the screen, but you can check out all of my health-related services at georgekosmides.com. It'll scroll across the top. What I did was I put questions that are most answered up there, so a lot of you guys can answer them. You'll see me drinking green stuff like this. That's answered at the top. For a lot of you, I am a doctor of chiropractic for about 20-something years. I only lost my life in a I'll answer that in a minute. Literally lost my life in an accident at 19. Chiropractic saved me. My uncle was an orthopedist. My other uncle was a podiatrist. And, just want to incorporate a lifestyle. Hey, Famous, thanks for sending me out. Tommy, thanks for tweeting me out. Much appreciated. And after about 5 years of getting into the practice, I lost my father to side effects of type 2 diabetes, and my 2 uncles at 55 and 55 and 31, and that's when I wrote my book, Life Without Diabetes. You can check that out at georgekosmides.com. I'm shipping it out now for just shipping and handling, $8, $7.95. I'll send it anywhere in the world, and trust me, I'm losing my shirt, but that's what my goal is, to get that book in 1 million people's hands within the next 4 years. That's my goal. Hey, Alma, thanks a lot. Your book went out as well. That being said, I've been in fitness since I was about 21. I'm 53 now. So I've been working out a lot. I was a power lifter. I squatted heavy weights. I did all of that. I've gotten down to 5% body fat. I'm not here to brag. I'm just here to state fact. And I wish I would have known then what I know now. I'm going to talk to the camera. Then my questions are coming on my phone. I'll answer those. But let me go through the 3 keys, and I'll give them up again. A couple of you guessed already. You must be Lean Body Academy members, because I've talked about this off and on. So 3 exercises you absolutely must avoid. Now, I'm not saying not to train or traumatize those muscles. I'm just saying you want to avoid this because biomechanically it's just not a good thing. Number 1 is sit-ups, bringing your chin to your chest. Not a good thing to do. I did them, and I wish I could take them all back. It increases what's called interdiscal or interthecal pressure. Not good for the disc. Usually and can cause an anterior disc bulge. Not a good thing. Plus, it alters the spine. So we're losing our curve normally as we age. We're forcing it to go into what's called kyphosis. So if you ever see our older aunts and uncles walking around with a hump on their back and bent over, a lot of that is postural. A lot of it's nutritional, combination of the two. So please, there's an excellent way to train your waist. I have it in the academy. You can go to my name and see Lean Body Academy or LBA. Click on there, join for $1, and go right to the bottom, and you'll see strength, tone, and stretch, strength, and tone, and they're in their waist. The best exercise for the waist, doesn't traumatize the spine, and trains the waist the way it's supposed to from the bottom up. You want to train your waist from the bottom up. That's correct. That's correct. Eat crap. Excellent. A1C5 is 7.5. You need to get it below 6. Let me answer questions. I see interesting ones I want to answer. So let me go through the other two. Hold on. Bar on your back. Believe it or not, I've half squatted over 900 pounds. I've full squatted over 595. I wish I could take it all back. I fractured my sixth thoracic vertebrae. It's not worth it to load your spine to train your legs. Anyone that's telling you different, they're not in their 50s and still doing it. There's smarter ways to train your legs than load your spine. Think about it. You have to understand that when these things were developed back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, all they had were dumbbells, barbells, and kettlebells. And they didn't think about the joint trauma that we understand today. Again, I'm not against training. I'm just against joint trauma. There's this major distinction there. And number 3, anything ballistic with weights, putting weights in your hand and jumping up and down, or getting on a half moon ball in the gym. You have to work your balance, called proprioception, and having weights in your hand. Don't do it. It's a mistake. I don't care what certification group certify you to do that. It's a mistake, because proprioception is your position sense. So I'll give you a crude example. If we're ever pulled over and the police officer asks us to do a sobriety test, and he asks us to bring our finger to our nose, what he's testing for is what's called proprioception, our ability to sense our body position. Fair enough, right? But when you have weights in your hand or weights on your back, your proprioception is synthetic. It's being augmented by a load, and you could easily get injured by that, easily. And I see it all the time, and I train at a pretty prestigious club here in Redondo Beach, and I see trainers, well-meaning, great trainers, which one actually came to the gym because she strained her back squatting, well-meaning, but I'm telling you, it's not worth it. The amount of injury and stress potential is here, and the benefit is here. The work that I do in the Lean Body Academy, my book, is all designed to do this: put the benefit up and the stress potential down. And for you younger guys and gals out there, I get it. I've been there, but I'm telling you, your body has to last you. And that heavy training, ask any old time, I hate to use that word, but I am in my 50s, ask any old time, heavy trainer, knees, hips, my right hip is damaged, my shoulders are kind of racked up. So again, not against it. I still train heavy, but I do it totally different now. Why chlorophyll? Now I'll answer some questions. I'll turn toward my camera. Why chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is probably one of the best liver detoxifiers on the planet. Just look it up. You want to go to University of Oregon, the Weston Price Foundation, and they've done some extensive research on chlorophyll. I agree with the years of weights. Yeah, just takes a toll on you. Plus, you guys are getting beat up out there on the field. I played high school and college ball. Come on, Doc. That's still young. Oh, well, that's still young. A lot of hips from running and perhaps climbing and out of cars and such. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the pro football players, a lot of them are getting hip replacements. Should I buy everything related to health and wellness? Should you buy it? It's actually free. If you come to Lean Body Academy, it's free. Posterior anterior disc bulge with C-flexion. It can be anywhere. And it's interesting. I read some research in JAMA. 68 or 70% of us have disc bulges and we don't even know it. They can be totally asymptomatic. Pull my shoulder doing incline. Yeah, see, by the time you start getting strong enough to do incline dumbbell presses, getting it up in position is the problem. I'll go over them again in a few minutes, Dizzy. Your dizzy hippie's a little late, but it's okay. Yeah, I use elastic bands. If you go into the academy, again, and go to the training section, I demo them and I do a voiceover, and I think I did a pretty good job at explaining the reasons why. Again, I'm not anti-exercise. Please, don't. I loved exercise. I just don't like trauma. No worries. We'll go. I'll usually go over 2 or 3 times in my broadcast. Exercise with your body weight. Yeah, I mean, there's some benefit that you're talking about. Military, are they cutting it out so they don't get hurt? I don't know what the military. I'm talking to a lieutenant colonel about doing something with the Lean Body Academy with the Army. It's stuck in red tape, as usual, right? What causes hip and thigh pain? I have been having right hip and, oh man, I've got right hip pain. It could cause so many things. Skater girl, guess what's the number one injury with skaters, ice skaters, is hips. Ballerinas, hips. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm going to the gym right now. Could you please tell me so I work out? Okay, no sit-ups, no bar on your back squats, and no ballistic work with weights in your hand. Jumping on balls and jumping up and down on boxes. Ridiculous. What's your take on eating meat? I eat it as rare as possible, Waddell. I eat my meat as rare as possible. McKenzie. I'm familiar with the McKenzie method. I am. I'm not certified in it, but I am familiar with it. Pardon me. I lift every day and rotate. Just be careful. Remember, by the time you get strong enough to be lifting dumbbells, and I've pressed 160, 170 dumbbells, getting in the position where I did all my damage. So it's not worth it. Yeah, I don't like boxing because it's, again, you're impacting, and that impact goes somewhere. Yeah, there you go. I don't do ballet, not skating though, but suffer from hip and thigh pain. You know, what you first want to do is go get it properly diagnosed. Go to an orthopedist or a chiro that's what they do. We've got PAs, physician's assistant. We have a pain management MD in there. We've got excellent young, sharp DCs in there. So I got assessed, and I have what's called a torn labrum in my right hip, and I'm not happy about it. Thoughts on walking as an exercise? Walking is good. Walking in the sand is probably the best, and exercising in the soft sand creates something called imbibition. Please look it up. No, I don't use free weights anymore. No, I don't. I still train heavy, but I don't do free weights anymore. I thought I pulled muscles, but pinched a nerve in my low back, upper neck by lifting weights. Yeah, there you go. You know, by the time you get strong enough, getting in position is the problem. What do you eat for your hair? I support my lean body mass. Yeah, just get cleared by your orthopedist, and your physical therapist. Fortunately, again, for me, we have all that in my office. So we have a fractured foot. We've had about 3 of them the week I was there. Once they get cleared, they know Dr. George is going to say, go to the sand. And they just smile and they say, yeah, he's right. It is the best. How long should you walk daily? As long as you're comfortable. I don't exercise more than probably 2 hours a week, hour and a half a week at max. Again, I'm not against it, but